Okay, I'm gonna keep this short, but bonjour, bienvenue, welcome to my channel. I know it's been a minute, but I up and moved to Paris, and one of my friends who's living in Italy told me that they were gonna be in Amsterdam for the weekend, like 4 days ago. So obviously I bought a ticket and I am leaving to go to Amsterdam in a few hours. I'm just gonna take y'all on my journey with me. Let's get started. I'm not sure if y'all can even see me right now, but it is really cold. It's snowing. Well, it's not snowing, but it clearly just snowed. So I've just been chilling, getting warm in the hostel. I was in the lobby and I was like, oh, like, can I just get like a key so I can go change like in one of the bathrooms? And he was like, oh, you can just change in one of the rooms. I'll give you a key to a room. Look at how nice this room is. This is definitely not where I'm staying, but I just think it's cool. And also, there's a fly on the wall. Oh my gosh, it's a pun, maybe. I put blush on knowing damn well that the cold and the wind would do that all by itself. But I'm walking to the train station so I can go to Center City because I'm staying kind of on the outskirts of Amsterdam. I think it's only like 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, but it's cold, so I'm not gonna walk. It'll be my first time like seeing Amsterdam. I'm just gonna walk around, find like a cafe or something. I'm meeting up with some friends later today, but I don't even think they're up yet. It's like 8 a.m. The architecture is so interesting. I like that the buildings kind of jut out and are weird shapes. Like these buildings are clearly on a curve. It's so bizarre. I feel like coming to Amsterdam when it's cold is both a blessing and a curse because nobody's here, but it's also freezing cold. That being said, I actually think walking around when it's cold is way more interesting than when it's not because I'm paying more attention to the stores, and I've walked into some like random buildings just to get away from the cold for a few seconds, and I feel like I'm immersing myself in the culture a little bit more. I'm meeting up with my friends soon. Hopefully they have ideas and plans that involve being inside. We're on our way to the ice bar. Well, we're actually not. We're at the ice bar, waiting to go in. We just went to the ice bar. It was cold. Like, I know that's like a given. It was freezing. It was negative 9.4 degrees. We were in a freezer. I didn't like that. For today's plans, I have no idea. Henry and my friends are still here for half the day, so I might hang out with them a little bit, but I really want to do a boat tour. I want to visit Vondelpark, and I'm hungry, so I want to go get breakfast somewhere that I don't spend like 25 bucks, but I can get some of the pancake and waffle and stuff options that Amsterdam is known for, because I think their food is a big part of experiencing the culture. This building is really pretty. I don't know, it says something about the fact that it was like completely demolished and now they're fixing it. It's a mall, but it's basically entirely under renovation, but it's pretty. So we decided to take a detour. Just got off the boat. I have learned one phrase, which is from my boots. Ich habe Gummistiefel.
Yeah, sort of.
I have rubber boots. I'm chewing my cheese, and I'm being judged. Finn is not a fan.
It's fine, that's fine.
Good.
But how can you be as cheesy like chewing a whole brick of cheese? Are we gonna like explode or something? I mean, you just like chew a brick of cheese. How will you feel like in 1 hour or 2?
Fine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So, I just came from touring the red light district, and by that I mean walking up and down the street. I was probably there for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. My thoughts on the whole thing is that it's very interesting. I felt like part of me felt empowered as a woman and the other part of me felt downgraded, but there was clearly an aspect of everything that goes on is in like the girls' hands, the women's hands. I don't know how familiar y'all are with the red light district, but it's like women who are like sex workers or things of that nature define their terms, they put themselves, or there's like a popular concept of like women being in windows, and so you like express if you would like to like engage with them. And the other thing that I thought was interesting is there's like sex shows in public toilets, and you see women and men participating in like viewing. So it felt like almost like this expression of sexuality that wasn't judged. Like even if it's not your style, if you want to go check it out or if you're curious or whatever, like nobody's looking at you sideways because it's obviously an option. Today's the last day. I've already checked out of my hostel, but I have my bags there. And the bus is picking me up like 5 minutes away from my hostel, so it actually works out really well. Today, my plans are just to get breakfast at the Breakfast Club, go to Vondelpark, and also I signed up for a cheese tour, which I know is gonna be amazing. It was only 20 bucks. Yesterday was a great time. Learned some German, not very important German, but German. Ich will die Hunde staffeln. So I'm at the Breakfast Club, and it's obviously a hopping spot. The line for most people is like an hour, but because I'm by myself, she was like, I can just put you over there, you can skip the line. So she's about to put me over in the seat, and I'm about to get some of the food. Like, kind of like the Amsterdam feel for pancakes and stuff like that, but for a good price. Like $11 for a meal, $13 for like a big meal. Just finished being at the Breakfast Club. It was good. Like it felt like regular pancakes, but then you put this like twice amount of calories on top. The strawberries were covered in like syrup. The butter tasted like ice cream. Like it took me a second to realize it was butter. Just want to say Dutch cheese might be the best cheese. I've gone to 2 cheese places so far, and every single cheese I put in my mouth is fantastic. There's some that I don't like, but they're still good, you know what I'm saying? If you come here, walk into the cheese stores, a lot of them give you free samples. You can try them, and they're really good. You'll probably end up buying something. At Museumplein. I am facing the museum. I don't know. And I don't think I'm going in, but there's like a really pretty garden next to it, so that was where I was going. Funny story, I was actually just walking around and people were feeding pigeons, so obviously I had to get involved and got a few pictures. I know, you know, wild pigeons ain't everybody's cup of tea, but you only live once, and it was cool. Honestly, a really good Amsterdam trip. If this is where it ends, I'm not mad about it at all. you have any like German words to say?
No.